Hi, this is Ann with Fiber Designs by Ann, and this is part 4, which was going to be doing the center and finishing the binding, but I decided to make part 4 painting the binding fabric. I thought that might interest you. So I'm just using a cotton fabric and jacquard textile color. This is not a paid endorsement, I just really like that paint. But I'm going to just lay this on an old canvas I have. I'm out on my deck, so there's some sun and shadow, and the canvas makes it a little boingy, so sorry about that. And it dries a little fast. I'm using a mist bottle to dampen my fabric. I have a cheapy bristle brush and a little glass ceramic container. I usually mix my paint up, but in this I just decided to sort of do it as I was going. So I dampen everything. Water down the paint a little bit, and I'm just going to brush in. It doesn't matter to me that there's some wrinkles. This is just going to be for a little narrow binding. Is not going to matter in the end. Because I was outside, it did dry a little faster than I would have liked, but just use that mist bottle, get everything damp again. This is really easy. This was like less than 5 minutes, I think. So I just paint. Could have taped the fabric down, but just wanted to make it a fast and easy piece. So I'll do this as I go. I mist it. A larger spray bottle might have worked a little bit better, but I don't want any puddles of water. I just want to mist it, just get it damp. And you'll see that I add a little more paint as I'm going. Usually I mix my paint all up, but on this little job I didn't want to do that. And I'm sort of staggering my tripod, so it may cause it to wiggle some more. Sorry about that. I noticed as the paint started to be absorbed by the fabric, that there was some strange resist kind of marks on there. I think you can see them, mostly on the right now, but they were just all over, and I don't know what that was about. This fabric was given to me, but I decided to just keep going and kind of ignore it. It's not going to matter. I don't think they'll even make a difference in the end. So I just brush it out if I can. This fabric was not totally damp. It just was wet where I had misted it. And of course, if you've seen any of my other videos about painting fabric, you know that if you put the paint on dry fabric, it's not going to move much. So that's why I like having damp fabric and the paint not too heavy. Just kind of depends on what you're going for. It keeps the hand a little easier to stitch when it's not too heavy as well. So I'm just mushing the fabric back onto itself just to pick up some of the other moisture and paint. And if you know me painting, I can't not put my hands in it. So I'll just continue on brushing out. You can just see how easy it is to paint a sky fabric. And when I use a sky, hand-painted sky, I like to put hand-painted binding in if I can. And I will talk about the binding in the part 5 of this series. The quilt is finished at this time, other than a sleeve and a hanging rod stick, which I may show in part 6. I'll have to see if I can do that. And I don't know if I actually show it in this. I bring the paint out to the edges best I can just to cover every bit of the white, although I like to let the white show through if it's a sky sometimes, or I paint with white. In this case I'm not painting any white onto it. Any white you see is just from the fabric. much to my surprise, the funky resist thing did not show on the front of the fabric. And I'm sorry, I don't think I had enough light on this, so it's a little bit grainy. But this is the fabric finished. I really like it. I'm kind of sad that I have to even cut it up because I like it just for a sky. But it'll make a nice binding. It did make a nice binding. I hope you'll stay tuned for the next part when I do actually put the binding on. I appreciate you being here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Tap the bell so you get notifications for my most recent videos. This has been Anne. Thanks a lot for watching.